Inception gets a 4K Steelbook, Eureka and Arrow announce their new October lineup, and Swallow gets a release from Shout Factory. All this and more in the next edition of the Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys, to the latest edition of the Physical Media Report. I am Ken, the mid-level critic, and we are here for episode 16 of the Physical Media Report, the show that drops every single Monday to discuss all of the latest news and developments involving Blu-rays and 4Ks, everything that's coming out in the future, everything that's coming out this week. I also cover the deals with you guys. I give you all the top 5 Blu-ray and 4Ks for the week. I go over my weekly haul. Everything physical media related we talk about on this show. But before I get into the news, let's go ahead and have you guys, please, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel for all the latest and greatest news and announcements on 4Ks and Blu-rays, unboxing, reviews, all that great stuff on this channel. I do top 10 lists as well, so consider becoming a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media channel, and you'll be glad that you did, I promise. But go ahead, guys, and if you haven't, go ahead and like this video too. Go ahead and just punch that like button down there. Just one little like, please. It will help this video move up the YouTube algorithms and promote it to other people. And also, if you plan to grab anything this week, if anything, any of these news announcements catches your eye, go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what you're interested in. Tell me what you're picking up this week. Tell me what you're excited about in the world of physical media. I'd love to hear about it. But let's get into it, guys, because the first news story is Ghost in the Shell, the 1995 anime version, is getting a 4K release from Lionsgate, and that is dropping on September the 8th. Right now, it is online for only $18, $17.99. So I'm not sure if that is the final price, but it's also saying that it's on sale. So this might be a sale that's going along with the announcement of the film. So if you want Ghost in the Shell 4K animated version, I would suggest that you go ahead and get on Amazon right now and order it, because the 4K version is available now for pre-orders. So go ahead and get that done, and it's coming out on September the 8th. I'm not a big Ghost in the Shell or anime fan. I didn't even see the movie with Scarlett Johansson, so this doesn't interest me personally, but I know there's a lot of anime fans out there that say this is the definitive version of that property. So if you are a fan of that, go ahead and pre-order that. Next up, guys, is a film that I am interested in checking out, and it is a Shudder original film being distributed by RLJE Entertainment, and it is Scare Package, which is coming out on Blu-ray on October the 20th, so right in time for Halloween. From everything I gather, this movie is getting quite a bit of buzz. I've seen it popping up a lot on the Instagram feeds. It's supposed to be a horror anthology, and it's supposed to be pretty good, so I am interested in checking this out. I don't know if I'll watch it before it hits Blu-ray, or I might just wait till the Blu-ray comes out and go ahead and buy it. So I'll be able to watch it that way. But Scare Package is going to hit from RLJE Entertainment on Blu-ray on October the 20th. And next up, guys, we have The Big Ugly, which is a movie starring Vinnie Jones and Ron Perlman, which is getting a Blu-ray release from Lionsgate on September the 8th. Don't know anything about this film. I'm sure it's a mediocre, straight Redbox, Netflix, whatever, Walmart bin, a DVD movie, but it's coming out if you guys are interested on the September the 8th. But next up, guys, this is the most exciting news probably I'm going to cover today, and that is the Arrow October releases. Every time Arrow announces a new slate, it's usually exciting. Arrow does fantastic work on some of these titles, and I cannot wait for some of them. I know we got Pitch Black coming in August, Flash Gordon coming in August, so great titles coming down the pike. And the new slate looks great because we have The Last Starfighter, the classic sci-fi adventure film from 1984, is coming out on October the 13th. Next up, guys, we have Warning from Space, which everything I can gather from this, it is a movie that was made in Japan in the 1950s, and it's a sci-fi movie. I am very interested in this because the only other sci-fi movie I know of from the 50s is a movie I just watched and reviewed on this channel, and that is War of the Worlds, the Criterion edition of that. So I'm interested in checking this one out. It kind of caught my eye. It looks very interesting, but that comes out on October the 13th. Next up, guys, we have The Deeper You Dig, which is the film I have not heard of, coming out on October the 6th, and Cold Light of Day, which is another film that I have not heard of that is coming out on October the 27th, so right in time for Halloween for that one. So yeah, some really cool titles that are coming out from Arrow in October for sure. The next lineup, guys, is from Eureka Entertainment, coming out in October. And there's some interesting titles here as well, for sure. We have The Bride with White Hair, which looks to be another Japanese film, coming out on October the 26th. I have never heard of that movie, but it does look really cool, that cover. The next up, guys, is one that's interesting because Scream Factory actually released this one, I think a couple of years ago, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but it's Sleepwalkers, which is a film that's an adaptation of a Stephen King novel, and that comes out on October the 19th. So Scream Factory's already done that edition, and now Arrow is coming out with an edition. They said there's a couple of new features here, so I'm interested to look at that Scream Factory edition and just see what the differences are between the features, to see which one would be more worth picking up. Maybe that's a video I could tackle in the future. The next one up is a movie that I just might get because I've heard pretty good things about this movie, and I've always found it interesting, the director that did this, and that is 976 Evil, which of course is the film that is famously directed by Robert Englund, who plays Freddy Krueger. The only film I think he ever directed, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if I'm not right on that. But that's coming out on October the 19th. So that does it for the Eureka announcements. We also have The Tax Collector, which is the David Ayer film starring Shia LaBeouf that is hitting VOD pretty soon, but the Blu-ray has been announced, and that's coming out on October the 6th from RLJE Entertainment, and that of course stars Shia LaBeouf. I'll probably wait till the reviews come in on that movie. I'm a little kind of mixed on my thought. I watched the trailer. It looks okay, but I'll wait till the reviews come in. I don't know if I'm going to end up purchasing that on VOD or renting it or whatever to watch it. If the reviews are good, I will, or I might just wait till the Blu-ray comes out and get it that way. But the last two, guys, one of these I'm super excited for because I loved this movie growing up. I was such a huge fan of Michael J. Fox and from the 80s and 90s. Of course, with Back to the Future and Teen Wolf, but he had some other really awesome movies like Doc Hollywood. And this next one I'm going to talk about. So Kino Lorber is releasing The Secret of My Success on Blu-ray in October. I believe that is on October the 6th. And I love that movie. That is one of my favorite kind of 80s movies, especially one of my favorite Michael J. Fox movies, probably behind Back to the Future. That's right up here to me. So the other one is Hard Way. Now, I have not seen that one, but I am super excited for The Secret of My Success, and I'm definitely picking that up when it gets released from Kino Lorber. But all right, guys, so that does it for the news. Let's go ahead and move on to the deals. And here at the Mid-Level Media channel, here on the Physical Media Report, we love saving you guys some money, and I love talking about these deals and just letting you know what's on sale and helping you Blu-ray collectors and everybody out there trying to save a buck, because this stuff behind me right here, it's not cheap, and I don't have unlimited funds. I know it may look like I do, but a lot of these titles I got, I wait for the deals, I wait for the drops in prices, I wait for the buy two get one free stuff from Target, and there's always deals out there, guys. You just got to kind of wait and pick your spots. And the first one, guys, is an incredible deal. I bought this for $25 2 months ago, and now I'm kicking myself. I wish I would have waited, but there's just something about buying something when it first comes out, especially a movie that I love like this. Jaws 4K, guys, is $10 right now on Amazon, and it might, by the time I post this up, it might sell out because that is an incredible deal. It might be a mistake by Amazon, to be honest, because that deal seems like way too low for a movie that just came out, especially the caliber of a Jaws. But guys, video comes out, you go check and see that the Jaws is still $10. I would buy that for sure. That is definitely worth $10. But next up, guys, we have Fallen Kingdom 4K on sale for $10 as well. It's a movie that is nowhere near as good as Jaws, but it's an okay movie. I didn't hate Fallen Kingdom. It has good parts, but next up, guys, we have Tiger's Not Afraid Steelbook for $12.99. That was, I think, $17.99 when it came out, so that's a pretty good deal for that. Creepshow Blu-ray, the first season of that is $18.99, so that's a good deal for that. We also have Skyscraper 4K, that rock film that came out back in 2018, that rock action film. That is on sale for $9.99, and we also have The Invisible Man Blu-ray, which is $14.99. I think that's been on sale for that for a while, but I thought I'd mention it again because it's a great film from 2020. Leftovers, guys, Season 1 on Blu-ray is on sale right now for $9.96, and if you have not seen The Leftovers, that is honestly one of the best shows in television history. Like, that is one of my personal favorite shows. So if you don't have HBO Go, HBO Max, whatever HBO's pushing this week as far as their streaming services, definitely consider picking up The Leftovers for $9.96 and checking that series out, because that is a phenomenal show. We also have Bohemian Rhapsody on sale on Blu-ray for $12.99. Definitely check that one out. It's awesome. Linz Baker Giallo Set which came out a couple of weeks ago and was about $120, is now $70 on Amazon. So if you are interested in Giallo and picking up that set, it is definitely the time to move on that set for sure. Where You Go, Bernadette is $10 on Amazon, the Blu-ray of that. And Scoob on Blu-ray is $14.99 right now, currently on Amazon. So that's a new movie that just came out a couple of weeks ago, already on sale. So definitely consider picking those up. Next up, guys, we're going to get into the top 5 Blu-rays and top 5 4Ks of last week. And there's some pretty interesting ones here. So the top 5 Blu-rays are at number 1, we have Scoob. So that makes sense. It's a family film. The next one up at number 2 also makes sense because it's a family film. We have Trolls World Tour. And I could have played part in this one because I actually bought Trolls World Tour last week, so I'm a part of this Blu-ray box office right here. And we also have Batman Beyond. That complete series is number 3 right now. And we have Capone, the film starring Tom Hardy, directed by Josh Trank, is number 4. So a lot of a lot of people that probably weren't so happy with their purchases, I could imagine, everybody picking up Capone. But maybe they liked it. I don't know. It's a horrible movie, though. Don't buy Capone. Don't buy Capone. Don't be a part of that. All right, guys. So Sonic the Hedgehog is coming in at number 5, which is still leading the way. Now, one interesting thing to note here is Star Wars Episode 9 has officially, I think for the first time since I started doing this show, has officially dropped out of the top 5 Blu-rays. But it might still be on my next list, which I'm going to cover the top 5 4Ks we have. At number 1, John Wick Chapter 3. Number 1 4K this week. We also have Joker at number 2, Star Wars Episode 9 at number 3, 1917 at number 4, and Jaws 4K at number 5. And something tells me that come next week, Jaws 4K might be number 1 with this $10 sale. I don't see how it wouldn't be, but all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the new releases this week. And to be honest, it is pretty pathetic. There is not a lot coming out this week at all. August in general is looking pretty grim. So you're probably going to be seeing a few shorter episodes of the Physical Media Report. Unless I can figure out a way, maybe incorporate a new segment, bring something in. If you guys have any suggestions, anything that you'd like to see on the Physical Media Report, I am open to them, so just comment down below. But the new releases this week, guys, we have Inception, the 4K Steelbook is being released at Best Buy, and that is $30. I guess it is probably a 10th anniversary collection, but same with The Town, the film directed by Ben Affleck, which also came out in 2010. That's getting a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook for $24.99, so that's $5 less than the Inception one. And that is a 4K Steelbook being released exclusively at Best Buy, so both of those are at Best Buy. We also have Swallow, which is kind of a cult indie horror type film from this year. I really enjoyed that film, but I really don't know what to call it. I guess I would classify it as like psychological horror in a way. It definitely made me feel very uncomfortable when I watched it, but it's actually a really good movie. So if you're curious to check that one out, Shout Factor always does great work on their transfers and special features. So definitely purchase it from them if you're interested in that film. We also have His Dark Materials, which is an HBO original. I don't know a lot about this one other than I think it's a spin-off or adaptation of The Golden Compass, which is a movie that came out years ago. That's getting a Blu-ray release, and it's also getting a Steelbook. Now, it's not saying that that's a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. It's just saying that it's also getting a Steelbook as well. So if you're interested in that show, go ahead and pick that one up tomorrow. We also have The Lost Honor of Katharina and Bloom, and that's a Criterion release that's coming out tomorrow. Jack Ryan Season 2, the Amazon original series starring John Krasinski, is coming out on Blu-ray tomorrow. And we also have another one from Shout Factory, Soul Collector, coming out tomorrow. And Satan Slaves, being released by RLJE Entertainment, is coming out tomorrow, as well as The Resistance Fighter, being released from Shout Factory, and Coma, coming out on Blu-ray, and it also has a Steelbook from MP Media. Now, I haven't really heard of MP Media before, but apparently they're doing Steelbooks now, and Coma, if you're interested in that, has a Steelbook. So that does it for the new releases, guys. Like I said, it's just not a lot coming out. It's really sad. Fortunately, with the announcement of the Back to the Future set and the Beetlejuice set and all this set, things are going to be looking up. I think once we get into September and October, hopefully November, some stuff comes out there. But yeah, things are just going to be a little dry going forward. We're not getting those big releases in stores because there's no movies in theaters. Until that stuff starts picking up and gaining speed again, we're going to be seeing a lot of VOD titles being released, and these special collector's editions of like old films that certain boutique distributors do. That's what we're going to be relying on as physical media collectors for the foreseeable future. And it's fun. It's fun, but it definitely kind of wanes on your excitement for physical media. But these are the two pickups that I grabbed this week. Going into my new pickups, I grabbed the 13 Ghosts Scream Factor, which I'm going to be doing an unboxing of and hopefully a movie review of this on my channel soon. This next one I went ahead and picked up because I'm doing a watch along this Friday night on Talkin' TV podcast. We're doing a watch along of the Watchmen film. Now, I didn't own this, so I wanted to go ahead and grab it for that watch along. Now, the funny thing about this is I looked online for a Blu-ray copy of Watchmen, could not find it. All the Blu-rays were like $15, $20, and they were all like imported, so they were completely sold out of like regular Blu-ray. So the only one I could find was this 3-pack, and it was $10. And I really don't like ordering 3-packs. I just like everything individual. But V for Vendetta is a really good film. Watchmen, and then you have Constantine, which I haven't seen in years, so I might dig into watching that one soon as well. But I have the Watchmen for my watch along this Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Talkin' TV, which I might go ahead and just link down below so you guys can come check that out on Friday night. If you're interested in that and you're a fan of me and the channel, want to see me on that show, I'm going to be on there also with my partner of Levels of Geek, which we go live every Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for just a conversation on all the news topics of the day. We're actually going live tonight at 9 p.m. for a topic episode. We're going to be discussing news topics, and then we're going to go into our favorite 80s and 90s cartoons. And we also have a special guest tonight, which his name is Flickstalk, who is also a prominent YouTuber online. He's going to be on the show tonight with me and Alex at Ultra HD Geek. So if you're interested in me, interested in the show, want to come over and check out Levels of Geek, see what that's all about, go ahead and come on over to the channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live stream. We do a lot of interactive discussions in the chat. We bring you guys into the conversation, and it's just a really fun time, guys. Just talking, TV, movies, geek, nerdy stuff, Star Wars, Marvel. We cover everything on the show. It's a really awesome time, and me and Alex have a great time doing the show. So I want to invite you guys to that podcast tonight, and I always have all the links down below to that, so you can click the link, join the channel, join the show tonight, and I guarantee you'll love it. So go ahead and come on over and check it out. But that does it for my video, guys. I didn't get to do any Q&As this week because I forgot to put the questionnaire up in my stories yesterday, and it got to be too late, so I just didn't do it this week. But that does it for this episode of the Physical Media Report, episode 16. We will see you back next week, guys. Go ahead, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like this video, comment down below, and we'll see you next time.